For the widest array of tires, rims, and other car accessories, come to Automotive Performance Center. We stock front-end parts, lights, shocks, struts, steering rod ends, and much, much more. Visit our service center for all your transmission flush, oil change, bodyworks, tire fitting and balancing, and other mechanical servicing. At Automotive Performance Center, our professional team is ready and waiting to serve you. Visit us at 3 Cottage Road, Montego Bay, or call us at 940-000021. Automotive Performance Center, distributors of Maxxis, Hero, Nankang, Jinyu, Kumo, and Good Ride.
Avenger of Steven Sigani in fourth as the pace car. So they are lined up. Looks decent from here. Ibrahim Khan, the starter, wave the flag, and we have a drag race on our hand as they go into the Goodyear corner. Peter Ray on the outside, Somerville on the inside. Bray has the right to the line, and he takes it in a more authoritative manner. Peter Ray coming out of the second apex of Goodyear. Some 2.5 car lengths of Steven Sigani, who gets a bit loose in the Caribbean corner, but then that is vintage Sigani. Sigani in the KFC sponsored car. In third position, it's David Somerville Jr., and we are going to have a race on our hand. It's the Pocket Rocket number 26 Mini, driven by Peter Ray, sponsored by Rocket Battery, rocketing its way now through the Pepsi hairpin, the KFC Avenger of Steven Sigani. The man who drives flat out, pedal to the metal. He's in second, while Somerville in that well-known, trusted Datsun 210, getting close to the Amco barriers there on the Live of Jamaica stretch, is in third position. So into the SCB chicane down through the gears. The race leader continues to be the darling of Dover, the Pocket Rocket of Peter Ray. Steven Sigani in the KFC Dodge Avenger tried to take him on the inside, but unable to do so. While Somerville is in close dust in the Tony Craft number 7 Datsun, and George Sherwood in the Mini is nothing more than an active spectator at this point early in the race. One lap gone. It's a 7-lap event. It's a small field, but it's going to be an exciting race. David Somerville is in third position. Sigani might be having some braking problem there as he brake going into Goodyear. The car almost got away from him. So Somerville has come now to take second position. Somerville in second in the Tony Craft Datsun, while ahead is the Rocket Battery Mini of Peter Ray. But Steven Sigani is hounding him. Steven Sigani, tremendous competitor that he is, isn't going to roll over and die and allow Somerville to take up the second position away from him. There he goes on the outside as he braked hard, trying to outbrake Somerville. That was in the Toyota turn. My word, all over Somerville. Steven Sigani there, right in the back pocket of Somerville, but unable to go by him that time around. Through Formula Shell, Peter Ray, David Somerville, and Steven Sigani, and we have a race on our hand. They have completed the Life of Jamaica stretch into the SGP, down through the gears, and toward Quaker State Carb Cement. It's an downhill off cambered corner as Somerville is going for Peter Ray, taking it a bit wide there, almost losing it, but gathered it together and make his way for the RAC Agency Sessions. The Rocket Battery number 26 Mini of Peter Ray, black and orange. Darting along the SS Super High straight, he goes by the starter, Mr. Ibrahim Khan, on the Shell stand for another time. Down into Goodyear, but Somerville is there lining him up, trying to outbrake him. It seems as if Sigani might be experiencing brake problems because every time he goes on those brakes, the car gets loose. Sherwood is in fourth. Here comes David Somerville. He was on pole, but and is driving for life. But the Mini of Peter Ray is holding its own. Ladies and gentlemen, Never judge a race by the number of competitors, rather do so by the quality. And here we have tremendous quality. Summerbell on the outside. Peter Reid knows that if he goes wide, Summerbell is going to dive back on the inside, so he doesn't do that, and he maintains first position going through the Pepsi hairpin here at Dover Raceway. This is Heroes 95. This is Group 3 Class 1, sponsored by STP and United Gasoline Retailers. A small field which finds Sherwood in the 4th car in the event. He's at the back of it. But the cars running up front. Peter Reid, David Summerbell, and Stephen Sigani, who got onto the grass verge. Really, these guys are going for it into Quaker State Carb Cement. I have to lift my hat to these guys because this is tremendous racing. This is heroic racing. This is what we have come here at Dover. This is what the fans come to see. Down under the Goodyear Bridge, down the SO Superwise Straight for another time. Peter Reid in the Rocket Battery Mini leads from the Tony Craft Danson of the checkered flag man, David checkered flag Summerbell in 3rd, breaking hard. Stephen Sigani in the Kentucky Fried Chicken sponsored Dodge Avenger, and he's driving with a vengeance, but he's gonna need a little more than vengeance at this time. He needs horsepower and torque if he's gonna catch these guys. Peter Reid, number 26, Rocket Battery Mini is rocketing. Summerbell tries to outbrake him again, and Sigani breaking hard too, but they held it together, and you can't get better driving here at Dover Raceway. They need maybe to back off a bit, because if they do that a couple more times, then the cars might just be not as compliant another time around. But this is racing. They are turning on the thrills for the fans here at Dover Raceway. Peter Reid in the Rocket Battery Mini, winning at the last meet after a rather long break, is back in winning ways, and he's leading this one as he comes again past the main gate here at Dover. He sees the excited spectators and knows that they want him to win, but he knows that he has to drive hard because Summerbell in the Datsun, which he hasn't driven here at Dover for some time, is driving with a vengeance, and Stephen Sigani says, I am there too. So into the RAC Agency's S's for another time they come. Onto the SO Super Oil Straight, the Tony Craft Datsun and the Rocket Battery Mini. These are the two that are vying for the first position as they go by the starter yet another time. Summerbell Jr. goes on the inside. He outbreaks Peter Reid. Peter Reid is known for overtaking on the outside. Will he be able to do it this time? No, he cannot do it. It's Summerbell on the inside holding off Peter Reid. Peter Reid now in 2nd position, and in 3rd it is Stephen Sigani. Fine racing here. Heroes 95. Summerbell locks the brakes going into the Toyota turn, but not losing any time. Here comes Stephen Sigani now gunning for Peter Reid. Sigani right on the back bumper, and the Mini does not have much of a bumper, but the little lizards. Stephen Sigani is all over him in the KFC sponsored Dodge Avenger. What a race! Never have we seen it like this before. Down the life of Jamaica Stretch and into the STP chicane. It's only 3 cars, but what a race! What a race in our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsored by STP and United Gasoline Retailers. Doverbell lead from Peter Reid. And in 2nd position, and rather make that 3rd, the KFC-sponsored Avenger of the man who is driving with a vengeance, but unable to make an impression. As Summerbell has now opened up some distance on Peter Reid, who is running in 2nd, and Sigani in 3rd. Somewhere out there, we have George Sherwood, who is somewhat of a spectator at this point, going now through the STB chicane. But the valiant warriors come now through Goodyear, past the champion Spark Plugs United Auto Power Battery, through carry brake, shooting ahead as one of the cars seemed to be misfiring a bit there, but I wouldn't say that it's all over yet. Stephen Sigani certainly wants that 3rd place, and he's going for it. Sigani driving flat out here on the precipitous extents of traction. He's taking the car to the limit, but unable at this point to go by Peter Reid, while David Summerbell is enjoying 4.25 car lengths lead on the second and third place car. So, will Peter Ray or Stephen Sigani be able to catch David Somerville as they make their way another time towards Quaker State Curb Cement? Stephen Sigani tried to go by on the inside. He could have lost it there, but he held on to it, and my word, I have never seen it like this before. I have been to Dover from the very beginning, from the first race in December 1989. Never have I seen it like this. Peter Ray being hounded by Stephen Sigani. 1 lap left to go, but the man they have to catch is David Somerville Jr. in the Tony Croft Datsun 210. Never judge a book by its cover. Stephen Sigani really having some problems with his brakes there. He needs to get them sorted out because it does affect his time going into the corners. Does come out quite a bit loose, and he's trying to go again from Peter Ray, who is also a bit worse. Sigani tries to go on the inside, and he goes by Peter Ray, who went pretty close to the Pinky Bluff there. So Sigani now storms through the Toyota turn, and he has lined up in his sight David Somerville Jr., who is just ahead of him, going through the Pepsi turn. Pepsi is a choice of the new generation, reminding you that this 7-lap event is sponsored by United Gasoline Retailers and STP. The last lap, through for the last time, the Formula Shell of Cambridge, downhill, left-hand corner. David Somerville is the one who goes through first. He seems to have this one sorted out in his wings extend. In his wings extends Tony Croft Datsun. Stephen Sigani, however, is coming for him, but it might be too little too late. He was held up by Peter Ray somewhat. Yes, so it is the dying moments here of this last of this fifth event, STP UGR Group 3 Class 1. David Somerville putting down a fine drive. Here he comes under the Goodyear Bridge along the SS Super Stage. He takes for another time the checkered flag. In second position, a well-deserved second place, Stephen Sigani in the car sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody does it better. And here we have in third position the darling of Dover, the number 26 Rocket Battery Mini, driven by Peter Ray. Maybe not his best day. The Mini laboring into third place. And somewhere out there in the distance, George Sherwood in his red Mini will come around to take fourth. But an exciting race here at Dover, where Somerville in the Datsun 210, which he has not driven for a long time. In fact, has been about 6 or so races ago that we haven't seen this car. Peter Ray was who got up front, but from the very beginning, Somerville was all over him. So too we had Stephen Sigani getting all over Peter Ray, but in the end it was Somerville who reigns of him. Kent and the wings extend, Tony Croft Datsun. It was Stephen Sigani who did very well to finish second in the Kentucky Fried Chicken sponsored Dodge Avenger, and in third, the Mini, the Rocket Battery Mini of Peter Ray, affectionately known as the Pocket Rocket. He took third, maybe a bit disappointing, but he did provide the
For the widest array of tires, rims, and other car accessories, come to Automotive Performance Center. We stock front-end parts, lights, shocks, struts, steering rod ends, and much, much more. Visit our service center for all your transmission flush, oil change, bodyworks, tire fitting and balancing, and other mechanical servicing. At Automotive Performance Center, our professional team is ready and waiting to serve you. Visit us at 3 Cottage Road, Montego Bay, or call us at 940-000021. Automotive Performance Center, distributors of Maxxis, Hero, Nankang, Jinyu, Kumo, and Good Ride.